Hush. Look at you, stomping and sprinting around. Can't you see I'm conducting observations? You'll frighten the rats. Ralsa Ondusi is in charge of duties while the Archmage is on sabbatical. You'll find Wizard Ondusi in the laboratories near the top of the tower.
Well, what brings you here, friend?
Do you have something to say?
I'm very sorry, but I don't have any duties for you right now. Perhaps you can come back once things have settled down around here. My name is Ralsa Ondusi, of the Cotting Head of this guild hall in the absence of Archmage Isadora. The Archmage is not here at present. I am standing in her absence. That's all I have to say about the matter, for now. I am a mage. I focused my talents largely on the arts of spellcrafting and enchanting. My most well-known achievements are the spell Ondusi's Open Door and the scroll Ondusi's Unhinging. Just about everybody in this guild hall has some issue right now. In Archmage Isadora's absence, it's my responsibility, but I can't handle it all myself. So I'm sending you two. We can talk about further duties once things in the guild hall are back on an even keel. I know Ophelia was looking for help with something. There's a reason that the scroll is so commonplace. It's rather simple to make and has a great deal of utility. Some have criticized this, saying that it enables thievery and similar criminal activity. Even if it does, so what? Does that mean we should take the scroll away from honest adventurers? The commoner who misplaced their house key? Of course not.
Greetings, P. Cranked. If you've come for potions, I'm afraid I can't be of much help at the moment. I do have duties, if that would interest you. There's a small matter you could help me with. I need a control sample of a Fortify Fatigue potion. My potions have been spoiling almost immediately. It's driving me up the wall. There's nothing wrong with my equipment or my technique. I'm starting to think it's the guild hall that's cursed. I'd like to test it, but I need a quality potion of Fortify Fatigue that was brewed somewhere else. Bring me one and I'll have a reward for you.
Where's that slave? Here not long ago.
Welcome back, P. Crank. Any luck finding that control sample I asked for? Did you find a quality potion of Fortify Fatigue? I'm eager to start this test. You're a lifesaver, P. Crank. Under normal circumstances, I'd give you a potion for your trouble, but for obvious reasons I can't. Here. These ingredients are hard to find around here. Even if you don't have an eye for alchemy, you should be able to get a good bit of gold for them. I don't have anything else for you. Con Lightkist mentioned that he was working on something in the Arboretum. Malvin Tenor is probably up there too, or on the roof.
Do you...
No worries, I won't hurt you. Ask your question. Take your cuttings if you must, but don't damage anything that won't regrow. You mages pull at my exotics faster than I can get them to sprout in this dry climate. Name's Khan, I'm a gardener. Couldn't you tell? There is something you could help me with. Are you at all familiar with hemlock seeds? I need a portion of them for the garden. We had one, but it died a short while ago after we harvested it. I need seeds from outside of the hall. Tracking them down might give you some trouble, though. Hemlock is a cyrodiilic plant with a sinister reputation. It's often used to create deadly poisons. But I know someone who might know where you can find some. Name's Critias Aretino. He's a bounty hunter. That's what he says, at least. Knows a whole lot about plants with similar properties to hemlock. Critias lives in an apartment in the Velothi Tower, over in St. Veleth Quarter. If anyone in the city has hemlock, he'll know who it is. Located directly north of the Council Quarter, St. Veleth Quarter is home to the working class of Narcissus, the Velothi, or Houseless Dunmer. Important locations in this quarter include the two giant apartment towers, the Velothi Tower and Bravure Heights. There is also the Morrowind Town Hall and the guild halls of the miners and tanners, the tailors and dyers, and the cat catchers. The Velothi Tower and Bravure Heights are the two big apartment towers in St. Veleth Quarter that house most of Narcissus City's lower-class population. The Velothi Tower is the smaller of the two towers and owned by the second Lalu family.
Yes? Good fortune, and welcome to Narcissus. Is there a specific place you're interested in? Someone in particular you need to find? Any questions you have, I'd be happy to answer. Everyone can always use some extra coin. What do you need? This is suitable. Seeking, what can I do for you? That's a tricky one. Only person I know of who keeps hemlock is Sertimir. You know who that is, right? The director of the Halu Council Company. They say he keeps a pouch somewhere in his council quarter manor, probably in the vault. Why would a respectable businessman like Sertimir keep a plant like that in his vault? Don't ask me, and if you go to his manor looking for them, don't you didn't hear about it from me.
Damned hemlock seeds. They must be the rarest plant in the province, although that may be for the best. Did you get the hemlock seeds? I'll plant these soon. Now, there's one other thing I need from you. Camellia Cora, one of our apprentices, is deathly ill in the dormitories. I need you to give these hemlock seeds to her. They were harvested from a hemlock plant grown here. Don't worry, we aren't putting her out of her misery. You see, something strange is happening in the guild hall. Some of the plants are having their alchemical properties reversed. This will cure her poison, not kill her. Don't ask me how. I'm just a gardener. Feeding hemlock seeds to an apprentice, under any other circumstances, we'd be kicked out of the guild for this. Ha! I knew it would work. Glad to hear she's starting to feel better. You want a reward, I take it? Fine. Let old Khan share the secrets of his green thumb with you. I don't have any more work for you. Noladranda was looking for help finding a lost book a little while ago. Tiner's upstairs slacking off, but he also might have something for you.
What do you want, Outlander?
Might I have a moment of your time? There are duties that require a discreet peak rank to attend to. I am Nolladrando, the librarian. What can I do for you? There is a sensitive tome missing from the library. Would you care to help me find it? The book is called Dead Magic. It's a transcript of a lecture given by Archmagister Exodores. That should be explanation enough as to why the book's disappearance could cause a stir. The last thing we need is the blades breathing down our necks, especially with Archmage Isidora on leave. Ask around. If you can't find the one we lost, another copy would work as well. We just can't have it missing from the archives. You're a new member, aren't you? So Doris is, or was it's hard to say, one of the Council of Six, Archmagister of the Guild of Mages. He disappeared shortly after the warp in the West. In fact, the lecture that was recorded in that sensitive tome I asked you to find was his last public appearance. However, the Imperial authorities believe that he was somehow involved in the events leading up to the warp, and they believe he is alive. His seat on the Council has not yet been filled.
Remarkable. A divine disease with no cure, which spreads as if guided by some hack. Well, since you mention it, Saras Eloth did ask me about the book. I didn't mention it to Noledrando because I didn't want him to get into any trouble. He comes from a rather poor family, you know. I don't know if he could afford to pay for a replacement.
Somehow they even make learning magic dull. All ink and no sparks. I suppose I should just confess. I took the book. I didn't think that anyone would notice it was gone, but I can't get it back. I didn't want anybody to see me reading it here, so I brought it with me when I went to practice magic in Shipal-Shen. I was trying to calm a sky render near Dubshal Hive, but the spell somehow frenzied me instead. I was inside of the hive, fists swinging, when I finally came to my senses and recalled a way. I dropped the book inside. It's all very embarrassing. To reach it, take the bridge southwest out of the foreign quarter, then turn off the purple road and keep following the cobbled path southwest and uphill into the desert. You'll pass by a couple of dirt paths on your right. Take the second one, heading west. Follow that, and once you reach the fork where the path goes north and south, you should see the hive on your right. It's just east of the ruin of Ald Khan, which I'll mark on your map. Be careful out there. Skyrenders are dangerous beasts.
I've been worried sick over the loss of that sensitive tone. Please tell me you're here to put those worries to rest. You may have just saved us a world of trouble, P. Crank. I'll be keeping this under much closer watch from now on. Here, this book is for you. You deserve a bit of light reading after all I put you through. Waterfall Beneath Cloudy Sky mentioned that she needed somebody to help out in the summoning room. Besides that, I think Dairos of Iguami was having some trouble with injured apprentices. Either of them will likely have work for you if you need it.
Blasted arcane sigils. Why did they have to break now of all times? P-Crank, can you spare a minute? There are guild duties that need attending. I'm looking for an assistant who can help me with soul harvesting. If you didn't already know, this room is used to conjure and harvest the souls of Daedra. We need a lot of soul energy to power the Balrog. Typically, the Daedra are slain after being rendered immobile with enchanted sigils. But the sigils recently started malfunctioning, and nobody but the Archmage knows how to fix them. We're running low on souls. So, I will summon a series of Daedra. I will need you to kill them and trap their souls. Let me know when you want to begin soul harvesting. It's the device in the genitorium. Anatolius's baby dot. I'm not exactly sure how it works. I just know that it needs a lot of souls to power it. If you're interested, you should go down to the basement and ask Anatolius about it. We'll begin with a Clanfear. Make sure you have some way to trap its soul. I'll supply the soul gem. Are you ready to start? Then ready yourself. I'll conjure it in the corner opposite Baiza over there. Ours is to ask, what does this visitor want? Soul harvesting, Diva. I must say, I don't much enjoy doing this the old-fashioned way. That wasn't too hard, was it? You trapped its soul right. Well done, P-Crank. I think we'll do a hunger next. Go and rest up. Regain your magicka. I'll be here when you're ready. Ready for some soul harvesting, P-Crank? Just like last time, I'll supply the soul gem. All you have to do is kill it and trap its soul. Are you ready? Just stay focused. And do try to keep me out of the crossfire. I'd rather my robe stays intact. Traveler seeks answers.
I shouldn't have pushed so hard.
Please, greetings. I'm Licinia Bax, Guild Guide. For a small fee, I can provide instant transportation to various destinations across Morrowind. If you're looking for duties, then you may also be of assistance to me. I've received a number of reports from other guild halls about teleportation errors around Narcissus. Guild guides from other halls have had issues keeping their Celadine anchors moored to Narcissus. At first, I thought that it had to do with the distances between this hall and the other two, but complaints have come in from 3 separate halls, all from experienced guild guides. That can't be a coincidence. I'd like you to speak to the senior guild guides in Firewatch, Old Ebonheart, and Videk to learn the details of what is happening to their Celadine anchors and report back to me.
Of course. What may I do for you?
I'm ready for anything.
What shall we
Go
talk
ahead.
about? Maintaining my Celadine anchor in Narcissus takes nearly twice as much effort as other guild halls. I have no idea as to why. It only started a couple of weeks ago. On top of that, a handful of strange objects have shown up on the pad here. A pair of shoes, a burnt-up piece of paper, a strange-looking brick. The most recent was this. It looks like something Archibald would wear, but he claims that it isn't his. You can hold on to it if you want.
Well met.
What have we
What is it?
here? I'm Almanir the Percentrace, Guild Guide. I provide instantaneous transport to the other major mages guild halls in Morrowind. What is your destination? Something is interfering with teleportation magic in Narcissus. I don't know what it could be, but I have an idea to test it. Try casting a mark on the teleportation pad, and then recall to it. Just, be careful. If the problem is with the pad, there may be unintended consequences. Dangerous unintended consequences. I'm Almanir the Percentrace, Guild Guide.
A Mages Guild
welcome.
conjurer, I see.
What is
Welcome.
it, friend?
So good to see you.
Oh, hello there.
Friend.
A pleasure to meet
How
you.
does the day greet you?
Stay out of trouble, and you'll have none. Anything to report on the teleportation errors. Report back here if you learn anything of interest from
shouldn't
the
have
guild
pushed
guides
so
in
hard.
Firewatch, Vivex, or Old Ebonheart. The objects appearing on Old Ebonheart teleportation pad are certainly strange. Perhaps they were teleported separately to their bearer, which is a frightening thought. That would undermine everything we know about Celadine teleportation. And he gave you the hat? You should hang on to it. Barnabas has an instinct for these things. Anything else to report? Oh, don't listen to it. Apprentices aren't permitted to use the guild's long-distance teleportation anyway. That beast was just trying to scare you. But if Thazlarakis is willing to admit any difficulty at all in maintaining the Celadine anchor, then something is seriously wrong. We need to get to the bottom of this. Anything else to report? That's a good suggestion. As guild guides, our Celadine anchors are much more stable than those an ordinary mage could place with a mark spell. If there's something wrong with this pad, it will become immediately apparent when you try to recall to the anchor. But it's a dangerous experiment. I don't want to put anyone at risk unless there's no other option. Do you have anything else to report? I'm afraid Omanir is right. If Thazlarakis is struggling to maintain his anchors, and objects are being stripped from their bearers during the teleportation, then the situation is more dire than I thought. I hate to ask this of you, but I need you to cast Mark on the teleportation pad, and then recall back to it. We will quickly learn whether the problem is here, on our pad.
What
Please,
can I do
by
for
all
you,
means,
friend?
I'm listening.
Anything to report on the place your mark on the pad, and then recall to it. I will try.
Have
Stay
you
out
any
of trouble, and
news?
you'll have none from me. Well
Tidings
met.
and good wishes
What
to
is
you.
it?
Welcome.
Greetings.
What is
Anything to report on the teleportation errors we discussed, P. Crank? You wound up where? That is highly unusual behavior. I hope this doesn't mean that Silladine teleportation is going the way of Barrelzar's lost techniques. For now, the problem seems to be isolated to this pad, so I will investigate and attempt to contain it. And here, let me give you some instruction on the finer points of Silladine teleportation. There isn't much else that you can do for me. Have you spoken to Anatolius Datus? He mentioned some trouble down in the janitorium. I think Dyrus upstairs might also have something for you.
How are you today?